It's a story we have reported on extensively in recent years. Open drug use, homeless encampments, and theft in Burlington's downtown now impacting places of worship. Tonight we investigate how a pair of churches have come under siege. We first told you about issues at the First Congregational Church on South Methodist Avenue last fall. The problem has grown to encompass the Methodist Church right next door and extends across the street to the city parking garage. A triangle of trouble that has church leaders desperate for help.
We'll find more garbage over here, I'm sure.
Frustration on the front steps of Burlington's 150-year-old First Methodist Church.
But this is private property, so I'm going to ask you to leave.
The church towers over the Queen City and is struggling with a towering problem. This place of worship is now a place of worry, too.
No one who has ever sat in these pews would have thought that we would have had a humanitarian crisis on the lawn. This is filled to the brim with needles, used needles in here.
Pastor Carrie Cameron says drug use, drug dealing, homeless camps, and people trespassing now surround the sanctuary.
So we are definitely under siege. This is a growing issue. It has not been like this at all.
The Marketplace Garage sits alongside South Methodist Avenue, but across the street is the First Congregational Church. Across Buell Street is then the Methodist Church, creating a triangle of unwanted activity. And now the Methodist Church, they're taking action.
Where is the accountability? We're being asked to set up cameras, put up fences, and do all these things. Where do we say, okay, it's time for you to step up to the plate and help yourself? But the drug is so...
The pastor says the church...
I don't even know what the word is.
...welcomes folks struggling with addiction, but their guidance has been mostly rejected.
It's very difficult to be showing compassion when we don't receive the compassion in return.
Instead of accepting their help, she says the church property has been stolen or destroyed. And then there's the mess. Trash, needles, and human feces.
Oh, here's a needle right here. And I hate picking up the stuff because I feel like I'm enabling them.
And the crimes continue to escalate.
We've been threatened, that our community would be killed. I had a knife pulled on me. A window into the growing problem at the church, where they're asking Jesus for help. He would be so sad. I am sad. Every day that I walk in here, I am sad. I'm sad for them. I'm sad for our church. And it's like the city has got to come through. I'm sorry, but it has been a nightmare.
A nightmare she can't wake up from. Just moments after this man shoots up in front of us.
Here we go.
Cops roll up and arrest him. We're told it's for a warrant.
Thank you, police.
Dozens of others remain unfazed and stay put. Okay. The pastor, grateful for police on this day, but says they don't always respond, and kicking people off the property doesn't always work.
This is sacred ground.
Jesus loves it when we do drugs.
I don't think Jesus does.
I don't think you know what Jesus likes.
I don't.
The church is now issuing trespass notices because of the ongoing trouble.
I never in my wildest dreams thought I would do that. We're a church. We're supposed to love. We're supposed to, welcome.
The bad behavior on Buell Street, the neighboring church's lawn, and the nearby parking garage leaves some neighbors changing their behaviors.
Me and my friends walk around. Sometimes we'll walk up the middle of the street.
Nolan Kurtz found this needle while walking by.
I mean, it's not that unusual around here.
He says he feels bad, but knows to keep his distance.
It's a pretty sad situation, but yeah, we kind of try to avoid that street.
Others call for more compassion.
We do need to help these people, and this is not like this. I think this is a systemic issue.
They are frustrated.
Police say they're playing whack-a-mole. The open drug use fixed in one spot just pops up elsewhere, from City Hall Park to the library, and now here.
And we go there as often as we can, as well as the Marketplace Garage, to ensure that open-air unlawful activity is met with a response.
We're the problem, right?
But we need to work together.
Pastor Cameron continues to take matters into her own hands.
Well,
guys have been very
we've
patient.
tried to
You
be
guys have been
patient.
very patient.
Let's have these kinds of conversations, but it's got to be a two-way street. Inviting this man, who he says uses drugs, to a Sunday service,
Bless.
hoping for change.
It was a seed.
That's the goal.
Yeah, that's the goal. Plant a seed, and hopefully it'll take root.
In her most recent community safety report, Mayor Emma Mulvaney Stanek points to an increase in law enforcement presence and security in the area around the two churches and the Marketplace Garage. This video, shot over the weekend, shows police ordering people camping between the two churches along Buell Street to remove their tents. Meanwhile, the Methodist pastor says she's doing what she can to help, including offering free meals in exchange for a conversation. She says it's had little success. People will take the food, but bypass any sort of conversation.